This is your spoiler warning. Let's do this one, shall we?
Yes, indeed.
But I generally take some notes, have a good idea, but this time I'm like, dude, this has been brewing in my brain all day. Let's just hop right into it. I love how this episode started from the Marvel logo. It's got every single moment in Marvel history in some serious and memorable line. And then it brings us to the timeline. Absolutely fabulous intro. I remember last episode when I was like, Miss Minutes was super chill until she wasn't. That was such an accurate depiction. I'm just gonna also start this episode off with me saying I was right. So many things. Once we meet the one that remains, that actor, dude, killed it. Loved how they bring it full picture. It was all these versions of Kang fighting himself. By the way, I was right. Yes, that was Kang the Conqueror. I am so smart. The only thing that I will say that was interesting from my perspective is what made Kang lose that link to seeing what will happen. It can't be this Nexus event that these two Lokis are having together. It paved everything. He is definitely terrifying. First, it's kind of comic relief, and then it's like low-key terrifying. You either kill me and all of this goes to, or you two can take over. Loki's taking over, controlling time. Like, are you out of your mind? Going back to Ravonna, obviously she was gonna kick Mobius's ass. That wasn't even a question, but where is she going to go? Absolutely not the last time we're seeing her. With Mobius and Bee Hunter 15, again, I was right. I will say I did not expect Sylvie to kill him. Loki was making so many extremely valid points. I think it's crazy too because we've seen Loki turn from this villain to a hero through this series. This isn't even anti-hero stuff. In a way, yes, but this really is not even anti-hero stuff. Like, he is playing the hero. Super happy they kissed. Kinda. Like, I've got mixed feelings on Sylvie now. Come on, girl. Come on, dude. Come on. I was surprised after she kissed him that she kicked him through the portal. Great sinking hook by Marvel Studios. Could not believe what the timeline did. It looks like outer space dimensions. What the is going on? I need to talk a little bit about who Kang is. Who is Kang the Conqueror? I'm gonna post some links down in the description, but I want to summarize a little bit of those links. Kang is supposedly the descendant of Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. Kang was trying to reinvent Doctor Doom's time machine device. Also, he thought he was a descendant of Doctor Doom. Like, what? Those important points I need to say is it's going to mesh everything in these upcoming movies. Phase 4 already seems like Phase 3. All 22 movies leading up to Endgame. Oh, this character has an Infinity Stone. This character has an Infinity Stone. It leads up to face that bad guy. This one, I think we have our extremely major problem right now. Now, throughout this next phase, it's going to just be like dismantling this giant problem that Sylvie has created. Really, like, this all goes down on Sylvie, right? Anyways, my thought with like Kang is like how this is just really going to introduce everybody into the mix. We know that the Fantastic Four are coming. I said before that I really want Doctor Doom. This is an entryway for him to get in. I did think that they brushed over the whole Kang having a Tempest and traveling through different universes. That just seemed like such a major point that he's like, oh, eventually we wanted to contact ourselves. Like, okay, because that's just so easy going from one parallel dimension to the other. I get that you're crazy smart scientists in the future, but what? That was just brushed over really briefly. I felt super bad for Loki. This sad music that they have in this show is so effing sad and good and such good composition. Is that the right word? I'm thinking like a composer makes something composition, right? Kang was not what I was expecting. I was expecting some like crazy CGI dude, especially with the picture that I put of him like with the knives on his finger. The other thing that I will say with a little bit of research is like Ravonna is Kang's lover. Last things that I want to dive into is really what I think we're going to look forward to. This ending has made me so much more excited for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I cannot wait to see how that plays out. At the very end, when Mobius didn't know who Loki was, which version of time are they in? What universe are they in? Marvel, when you look up their like Wikipedia page, they always talk about like Earth 616. I think that is going to be a big thing moving forward. That is not the last time we're seeing Kang. That was way too omniscient. See you later. That was creepy. Loki season 2, depending on when it comes out, I think these other movies have to come into play with it. I think the fact that they're coming out with What If next month really ties into Loki. I thought it was just going to be some crazy animated show, but now with a million different parallel universes, like there were branches of branches of branches. So I think this What If show is actually going to be actual parallel universes. Like this happened on this universe. You know what I mean? So about Sylvie, what if Sylvie ends up trying to control the timeline? There's this whole, they have a special name, but it's basically the Avengers for a group of bad guys, and the Enchantress is one of them. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like that. I think that's it. Like really, like moving forward, I'm just gonna say it again, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, I could not be more excited for. I think Doctor Strange and Wanda are gonna end up being like the two people that we need the most throughout all of this, right? The owner of the Time Stone. I don't care what you say about the Infinity Stones after Endgame saga. The Time Stone still has to be somewhat important. And overall, I will say Marvel, that's me tipping my hat. This was such an amazing show. Great way to wrap it up. Very unexpected every single point along the way. There was never a scene that I was expecting the outcome to, which made it just an absolutely fabulous show. If you have decided to watch my reviews on this channel, thank you so freaking much. I really appreciate it. If you're new, feel free to click the subscribe button. You don't have to. I would appreciate it if you do, but no worries either way. What's next? I'm going to be posting a What If trailer reaction in just here in a few days. And then obviously we're going to be reviewing the What If show. And until then, keep that nice little smile on your face. And I'll see you next time.
Bye.